5 years ago, this kid was watching basketball for the first time ever from the sidelines of a refugee camp in Uganda. Today, he's about to become the most dangerous steal in NBA draft history, and somehow nobody sees it coming. I just got off the phone with 3 different front office sources who confirmed something absolutely mind-blowing about draft night. Something so shocking that it could turn the entire lottery upside down. What if I told you that the 7'2" giant, who outplayed future Hall of Famers in the Olympics, might be the victim of the most brutal draft miscalculation since Giannis fell to pick 15. The cosmic basketball forces are aligning in ways that seem almost too perfect to be real. And I'm about to expose the insane chain of events that could deliver us the most devastating Twin Tower combination since Tim Duncan and David Robinson. What's up, Raptors Nation? Quick Court coming in hot with another deep dive for all you draft obsessives out there. Hope you're all crushing it today, rocking that red and black, and ready for some mind-blowing draft intelligence that's gonna change everything you thought you knew about our 9th pick. How exactly does a refugee from South Sudan who only picked up a basketball 5 years ago suddenly become the perfect fit for Masai Ujiri's master plan? Drop your boldest draft predictions down in the comments right now, because I've been connecting dots through my reliable sources that nobody else is talking about yet. Seriously, stick around until the end, because I'm about to break down why this prospect might be the steal of the century at number 9. Now, here's what my sources inside the league are telling me that contradicts everything you've been reading online. While everyone's been parroting that Common Maluash will be long gone before our pick, the reality is completely different. Teams ahead of us are getting cold feet about his limited basketball experience, and that's creating an opportunity that Masai Ujiri and the front office are quietly positioning themselves to capitalize on. Let me paint you the real picture of what we're dealing with here. This isn't just another raw big man project. This is a 7'4" athletic freak with a 7'7" pink thermal-fire wingspan who was taking opening tips against LeBron James and Steph Curry in the Olympics before he could even legally vote in this country. Think about that for a second. While other prospects were playing high school ball, Maluak was learning from NBA legends on the biggest stage in basketball. What's everyone missing about his Duke tape? Sure, the scouting reports focus on his defensive inconsistencies and limited offensive repertoire, but they're completely overlooking the learning curve factor. Cooper Flagg himself said Maluak picks up concepts faster than anyone he's ever played with. When the consensus #1 pick in the draft gives you that kind of endorsement about basketball IQ, you better listen. Have you been following Masai's strategy with African talent development? This isn't coincidence, it's calculated brilliance. We already cornered the market on NBA Academy products with Ulrich Chomsche, and adding Maluak would give us an unprecedented pipeline to the continent's most elite basketball talent. That connection runs deeper than basketball too, considering Ujiri's Giants of Africa Foundation and his vision for global basketball expansion. Here's where it gets really interesting from a roster construction standpoint. Jakob Poeltl isn't getting any younger, and our center depth has been a glaring weakness for years. Maluak wouldn't need to be a starter immediately. He could develop behind Poeltl while learning NBA concepts and adding strength to his frame. That development timeline actually works perfectly with our competitive window. But let me address the elephant in the room that has some teams scared. The visa situation with South Sudan passport holders has created legitimate concerns for franchises, but here's what most people don't know. Maluak also holds Ugandan citizenship, which completely eliminates those travel restrictions. My sources confirm this removes the biggest red flag that was making teams hesitant: the offensive limitations everyone talks about. That's actually overblown when you consider his role projection. He shot 76% from the free throw line, showing legitimate touch around the rim. His pick and roll efficiency ranked in the 99th percentile, which directly addresses our biggest offensive weakness from last season. We were historically bad in pick and roll situations, and adding a legitimate lob threat with his reach and athleticism could transform our entire offensive identity. What really excites me is the character piece. This kid went from refugee camp to Olympic competition in 5 years. That level of mental toughness and work ethic can't be taught. When Lo Deng spotted him at a basketball camp and said he belonged, that wasn't just about physical tools. It was about recognizing something special in his mentality. Don't sleep on the defensive upside either. Yes, his positioning needs work, and his basketball IQ on that end requires development, but his physical tools put him in the conversation with Gobert and Wembanyama in terms of pure rim protection potential. In today's NBA, having a legitimate paint protector is becoming increasingly valuable as teams attack the rim more aggressively. The timeline fits perfectly with our organizational goals. We're not expecting immediate all-star production from the 9th pick. We need someone who can contribute within 2 years while developing into a cornerstone piece, and Malawak's trajectory suggests he could exceed those expectations. Make sure you're subscribed because I'll be breaking down more draft scenarios as we get closer to June 25th. The intelligence I'm gathering suggests this draft is going to be full of surprises, and Raptors Nation needs to be ready for every possibility. What do you think? Could Malawak be the perfect blend of immediate impact and long-term upside that Masai's been searching for? Drop your thoughts below and let's get this conversation started. Remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest Raptors intel. And I'll catch you in the next one where we dive deep into our back